Just when we thought things couldn't get crazier with Diddy, the internet exploded with news linking Kim Kardashian and her whole money-hungry family to Diddy's illegal activities. Turns out, Kim isn't just hanging out with Diddy. She's also part of a big Hollywood group that hurts other celebrities and makes money from their problems. People used to think Kim made all her billions from her businesses, but it seems those businesses are just a front for the shady stuff she's doing behind the scenes to get rich. And now, because Diddy's been exposed, lots of other famous folks are getting in trouble for dealing with him in the past. It was obvious from the beginning that Diddy wasn't acting alone in all of this. There's just no way he could have gotten away with everything he did without some serious help from other big-shot celebrities in the industry. Right off the bat, folks suspected stars like Beyonce, Jay-Z, and Oprah were involved. But what really threw everyone for a loop was when people started looking into Kim Kardashian's ties to Diddy. A few weeks back, she suddenly unfollowed him on every single one of her social media accounts just a day before Homeland Security raided his house looking for evidence. Now, that timing raised a lot of eyebrows because Diddy had been facing accusations since last November. Yet, Kim conveniently decides to cut ties with him right before the raid. Super suspicious, right? I don't know about you all, but it seems like Kim, along with everyone else connected to Diddy, caught wind of the raid and decided to distance themselves from him, just in case the feds found something. We're talking about Kim Kardashian here, and everything she does is planned to the smallest detail. People started digging to find out what was really going on, and boy, did they uncover some shocking stuff. It all kicked off when a woman on TikTok, who goes by the name BB the songwriter, posted a really explosive video spilling the beans on how Kim and Diddy were involved in Britney Spears' conservatorship. And get this, she claimed Kim tried to pull the same stunt with Kanye when they were married. Apparently, Kim has been working closely with the infamous Hollywood manager, Lou Taylor, on a lot of her business ventures. Now, for those of you who don't know, Lou is the CEO of TriStar Sport and Entertainment, where she manages a bunch of celebs, including Diddy, Justin Bieber, and every single Kardashian. Lou was actually the brains behind putting Britney Spears into a conservatorship, and reportedly, she tried to pull the same stunt with Lindsay Lohan. But Lindsay's parents weren't having any of it, and took her to court. But wait, it gets worse. Remember when Kris Jenner got exposed for starting that California community church? Yeah, the one where members required to pay $8,000 a month and give over 10% of their earnings as tithes? At first, people thought it was just a tax dodge for Kris and her daughters. But it seems like it's way more than that. Turns out, Lou Taylor is also on the board at this church, and they've been secretly getting massive amounts of money from Diddy to use for paying off his victims. Since the money's coming from the church, it looks like they're just being generous to these victims, when in reality, it's all hush money.
24 hours before the raid, Kim Kardashian decides to unfollow Diddy, right? Well, come to find out, this person by the name of Lou Taylor is apparently Diddy's manager. And this Lou Taylor woman is also on the board of Hillsong's church home. Follow me, go with me. They are doing all of this, child, in the name of the Lord. Just follow the story. Now, to cover myself, everything in this video is alleged, honey. This is what I digged up, and I don't know how much truth is to it, but there's reportings, okay? So everything that I'm saying is allegedly. Keep that in mind. So, Lou Taylor apparently is paying off, allegedly, some of Diddy's victims from this slush fund through some church fund, okay? Not only that, Kim Kardashian mama has been making these girls pay 10% tithes to some church that Lou Taylor and her husband is basically owner, co-owner, or whatever. So I was like, let me look into this Lou Taylor person. I'm thinking Lou Taylor was a guy who was a woman with a husband, whole husband, and they doing ministry and everything. Now, mind you, y'all remember the whole thing with Britney Spears? So come to find out, Lou Taylor, this gets deep, y'all, hold on. Okay, so Lou Taylor is the CEO of TriStar Sports and Entertainment. She's like a business manager icon. Now, Mike, do y'all know the Lohans? What's the Lindsay Lohan? So she apparently, allegedly, she has been behind most of these stars' conservatorship situations, especially Britney Spears. So before we talk about Britney, Mike Lohan, which is the Lohan girl, Lindsay Lohan's daddy, accused Lou Taylor and the mama Dina Lohan for trying to put Lindsay Lohan in a conservatorship concerning her money. Also, allegedly, there's a lawsuit from 2021 with Astroworld tragedy, and she's being sued for employment discrimination. This is what this Lou lady is. Now, Lou Associates maintain intense control also over Britney Spears' life and money. And she was behind even the conservatorship of why Britney Spears had that conservatorship, because she ended up becoming the business manager and took over the financial pieces of Britney Spears' whole situationship.
Lou and her husband have been running this scheme for years, and they've made millions from it. They cozy up to big celebrities, convince them they have mental illnesses they don't actually have, persuade a judge to put them in conservatorships, and then steal millions of dollars from them for as long as possible. And guess what? Diddy and Kim are right in the thick of it. People think Kim and Diddy were the ones behind the plan to make Kanye look like he's losing it, so they could slap him with a conservatorship and swipe his cash. In fact, Kanye himself spilled the beans a while back, saying he was given way too much lithium, way more than he needed.
Look, they tried to medicate me. I was exhausted. They wrongly diagnosed me. And they when I asked them, how much lithium did you want to put me on exactly? It took them 4 days to answer because they were embarrassed about the amount, right? And I refused to take this, right? You understand that if I had taken the medication, I would not be here, and it would have been, he was deeply troubled. We miss him. We love his music, though.
Well, they would have Britney Spears too. I mean, look at
they would have Michael Jackson
or worse, yeah.
So look at what they did. Look at what they did to Britney. When she went in, she was tired, she was exhausted, she was in a bad way. But 10 years of that medication wrecked her brain. You can see it now. You can see there's not much of her left.
And if you recall, Britney spilled the tea during one of her court hearings, revealing that her family purposely misdiagnosed her and pumped her full of lithium. Then, they tried to use that against her in court, arguing that Britney couldn't manage her own finances.
Honestly, like to sue my family, to be totally honest with you. I also would like to be able to share my story with the world and what they did to me, instead of it being a hush-hush secret to benefit all of them. I want to be able to be heard on what they did to me by making me keep this in for so long is not good for my heart. I've been so angry and I cry every day. It concerns me. I'm told I'm not allowed to expose the people who did this to me. For my sanity, I need you to the judge to approve me do an interview where I can be heard on what they did to me. And actually, I have the right to use my voice and take up for myself. My attorney says I can't, it's not good. I can't let the public know anything they did to me, and by not saying anything is saying it's okay. I don't know what I said here. It's not okay. I don't want to interview. I'd much rather just have an open call to you for the press to hear, which I didn't know today we're doing.
During the height of the Free Britney movement, some of Britney's fans delved deep into the whole situation and uncovered that Kim and her entire family received a surprising $600 million from Britney's conservatorship. Fans speculated, if you're Lou Taylor and you need to hide $600 million, would Kim's estate be a logical place to try and hide it? However, they're not putting all the blame on Kim, because they also pointed out that Kylie Jenner sold half of her makeup company, Kylie Cosmetics, for a very familiar price. If you're following the conspiracy, that means the money could have gone from Britney's trust to Stonebridge to Panama, back into the US through Kim's trust, and over to Kylie Jenner. But it doesn't stop there. Now, there's speculation that Kim is also involved in Diddy's ring. Not only is she profiting from others' deteriorating mental health and trapping them in the system for her own gain, but some believe she's also in cahoots with Diddy's crimes and his business. I mean, do y'all remember when Kim literally promoted a very disturbing campaign by Balenciaga, where they were children? This disturbing photo shoot included 6 children holding teddy bears wearing BDSM bondage gear, fishnet tights, leather harnesses, and chains. Also, one of the bears has a bruised purple eye, implying a really strange connection between children. The bondage imagery was not only glorifying children, but also had extremely eerie undertones of child. In a few images, the children were also surrounded by very adult suggestive items like wine glasses, beer koozies, duct tape, stuff like that. In one of the photos, the duct tape reads Balenciaga, which many people online made the connection to Baal, an ancient Canaanite deity to whom children were sacrificed. Kim willingly participated in this mess and got paid millions of dollars to promote it to her followers. Kim and Diddy are clearly in a league of their own. The only reason she's not getting caught up with him is because she's more calculated in her actions and keeps it under wraps. Now, as always, people have their own opinions on this. One person commented, "Those greedy, crooked demons. All those people are going straight to hell. How much money do you have to have before it's enough? Greed spurs other sins and further immoral behavior." Another person said, "That loot lady seems like she's good at scamming vulnerable artists and stashing it in her church funds. The worst part is using God's name in their demonic scamming. Don't these people realize they have to answer on Judgment Day for illegal business practices and blasphemy?" But now, I'm curious about your thoughts. What do you think about Kim being implicated in Diddy's crimes? Do you think she'll eventually face consequences once Diddy is arrested? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to click here to check out another messy video.